right, so hello everyone. Welcome to a Tai Chi class with me. My name is Vince Jornales, and this is my wife Piper Jornales. And we're going to take you through a little Tai Chi class and a little Tai Chi lesson. I teach the 24 posture Yang style set in different places, and also at my school in West Bridgewater at Bishop's Training and Fitness. Moving in the reverse if you want to follow along, and Piper will be doing the regular stepping pattern. So we're going to begin with a basic warm-up routine. So we're going to step out to the left with your left foot out to the side. Let your weight settle into the feet. You're going to raise both arms up about shoulder high and then bring them back down nice and easy. Right. And then we're going to close, bring that left foot back in. Excellent. And we'll do the same thing to the right. So you're going to step out with your right foot out to the side. Let your weight settle into the feet. Then raise both arms up and then bring them down. Nice and easy. Excellent. Good. And then we're going to close, bring that right foot back in to the attention stance, like a soldier. And then we're going to step out again. So just repeating it to the left, nice and easy. And if you can, breathe in through the nose as you raise the hands and out through the mouth as you bring them down. Good. And then close, bringing it back. And then we'll do that to the right, stepping out, settling in, raising the arms up, inhale, and bring them down nice and easy, exhale. I'm just getting a light movement with the body, just getting things moving, and close. Good. So let's do that one more time. Commencing to the left, stepping out, breathing in, nice, and relax, breathing out. Good. And close. And then we'll do that once more to the right, stepping out. Now we're going to keep the feet apart after this. Inhale. And exhale, nice and easy. Excellent. So now if you can, you're going to bring the arms out to the sides and you're just going to twist to the right and to the left, nice and easy. 1, yeah, and just nice and loose. 2, so you're just getting the bones moving. You can turn your head and your neck. 3, just loosen it up, let your hips, knees, and twist a little bit. 4, so just getting those joints warmed up and moving. And 5, to the right, and 5 to the left. All right, so now let's work our way down the arm joints. So we're going to start at the top of the shoulders. You're just going to let them circle a little bit, check their range of motion, maybe give the neck a little wiggle, a little turn, feel it out. Then work your way down to the elbows. Again, just nice and easy, getting them moving. Then your wrists, and finally your fingers. So you're just working your way down the arms. All right, good. And make note, if things are feeling tight or stiff, just be aware of that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to twist again like we did a minute ago, but I want you to try to keep the lower half still. So we're going to keep the lock in the legs. We're going to keep the hips, knees, and ankles right where they are, so you won't be able to go as far. That's what I want you to find. So with your arms out to the sides, we're going to go to the right and left again. 1, but this time, don't go as far. Lock in that lower half. Right. That's it. 2. So again, you want to let yourself twist so that, again, hips and ankles are not moving and coming back. Right. Let's do that again. 3 to the right and to the left. And again, if you start to move, it's okay. Just bring it back. 4, so just nice and easy to the sides. That's it. And 5 to the right and 5 to the left. You got it. All right, good. And again, that might take some practice to get a good hold of and to be aware of how much your body moves. That's what the practice is for. Now we're going to focus on the lower backs. So again, be careful. If your lower back is tight, go easy. So we're going to bring our arms up over the head, and we're going to circle like a clock from right to left. 1, and again, if your back is tight, start high and just work your way down slowly if you can. 2, and you want to have a slight bend to the knees as well. 3, and again, just go with your motion. Go easy, go slow, control it. 4, so just nice and easy. This should feel good. And 5. Good. And now we're just going to go counterclockwise, left to right. Same thing, just opposite direction. And again, if that back is tight or stiff, just go with the arms or just go as low as you feel comfortable and in control. So just nice and easy. That's it. And again, if you can go lower. Slight bend to the knees. 4. And 5, just one more. Good. And so now we're just going to bring our hands down to our waist, our hips, and just small hip circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're going to check on the knees and the ankles. So bring your legs in a little closer. Let your knees bend, keep those heels on the ground, and circle the knees and ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. 8. You're doing good. 9 and 10. And then the other direction. 1, 2, 3. And again, just getting them loose, getting the blood flowing. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good, everyone. And straighten everything out, shake it out. You can walk the feet, you can bounce if you want to. But again, we're just getting the blood flowing. We're just tuning into our body, our bones, and our joints. So it's really important as you're practicing your Tai Chi or as you're practicing this exercise routine that you're aware of how your body feels. Some days are better than others. So if you're feeling this in the shoulder, in your back, in your knee, you may not want to go as low. But if you're feeling strong after going through this warm-up and things are feeling balanced, then by all means you can push, okay? So that being said, let's check our balance today. So a lot of people do Tai Chi to improve their balance, and it can help, and it's through the practice that it can improve your balance. What we're going to do now is an exercise to kind of key into that. We're going to be coming up onto the balls of our feet and trying to hold for 5 seconds. Now the key to this is keeping your core, your abdomen, your lower back, your sides as tight as you can. So we're going to connect the fingers together and bring them over your head. And then if you can, but again, if your balance is off, just keep close to something. So you're going to come up on the balls of the feet and just hold steady for 5, 4, 3, that's it, hang in there, 2, 1, and then come back down. But again, if you feel off balance, that's okay. If you're feeling wiggly and jittery and you're engaging those muscles, that's actually really good, okay? Sometimes I throw myself off balance on purpose just to try to get it back. So let's try that again, but now we're gonna add a challenge to it and twist to our left. So again, fingers connected if you can. Otherwise, you can have it on a chair or a table. Come up onto the balls of your feet, and now we're gonna twist to the left. 5, 4, hang in there, 3, 2, that's okay, 1, and then we'll bring it back. 5, 4, 3, that's it, hang in there, 2, and 1. Whoa, I'm right there with you. And then come back down. Nice job, nice job. And again, we're gonna do that same thing to the right. So again, fingers connected if you can, or just hold on to something. Come up onto the balls of the feet, and then whoa, twist to your right. 5, you got it. 4, 3, there you go. 2, 1, and then bring it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, nice job, and 1. Excellent, nice work, everyone. All right, shake it out. And again, don't feel like you gotta wait for the video to do that. You can do that anytime. You can do that while you're waiting at the bank, okay? And this one as well. So for those that wanna get better at balance and leg strength, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 3 seconds to take the weight off of our right foot. Now, again, if your balance is iffy today, keep the foot on the floor. It's okay. And just work on raising and lowering that heel slowly. But if you can pick it up, go for it, okay? And again, if you gotta hold on to something, that's okay. So your hands for this one are wherever you want them to be. We're going to slowly take the weight off of your right foot. 3, 2, 1. Good, good, good. Hold. 2, 1. And then slowly, if you can, bring it down. 3, 2, and 1. Good, good. And like I said earlier, if your balance is super off or if you're feeling iffy on your leg strength, you can keep that toe on the floor and then just slowly raise and lower the heel as practice. Let's try the other side. So now we're going to go with the left leg coming up. 3, 2, 1, and then if you can hold it there, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bring it back down. 3, 2, that's awesome, and 1. Very good. And again, for some people, bringing it down slowly is the hardest thing, okay? Now, if you could do that, and you've got a good sense of your leg strength, your core balancing, now we're gonna extend the leg out to the front while we're holding the position. So again, if you have to keep that toe on the floor, or if you were keeping it on the floor, keep that heel on the ground too. So again, you're just working on extending and coming back down. Hands wherever you need them. Let's start with the right leg again. Slowly picking it up. 3, 2, 1. And again, if you can, you're just going to extend it out while we're holding. Bring it back in, nice and easy. And then slowly bring it back down. 3, 2, and 1. And again, you might be struggling a little bit on the descent. That's okay. That you're engaging the muscles. That's the work that you want to do. And so let's try that with the left side now. 3, 2, very good. 1. And again, if you can extend it out, bring it back in. Whoa, and then slowly bring it down. 3, 2, and again, it's okay to be wobbly. 1, and back down. Nice job, nice job. All right. And so that's pretty much the warm-up routine. What I like to do after all of that is bring your feet apart. This is a straddle stance, right? Like we got into when we were doing our commencing. And just let your body sway to the sides. So you want to release your neck, your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your spine, your hips, knees, and your ankles. And so as I'm doing this, and as Piper's doing it, we're assessing. We're just seeing, okay, how's my neck feeling? Shoulders, elbows, wrists. So if anything is talking to you right now, be aware of it, okay? And be aware of that. And so you're just tuning into your body, your bones, and your joints. All right, and relax and stand. All right. Yeah. All right, so now you're back, I'm assuming. All right, so what I would like to do today is teach you a form called Tang Bom. Now, it's a short 6-step form, and it incorporates several what we call stances, leg positions, and hand positions in the form. So what I would like to do is just go over that real quick so that as I'm using these words and phrases like the forward stance or an open hand palm or a spear hand palm, it'll make sense. So Piper's gonna help me out. And the first stance that I want you to kind of focus on is, funny enough, the balance stance. Like we did it just a minute ago when we were balancing. And so with the balance stance, you want to, again, you're going to have one foot up in the air, and that's the balance stance. Again, it's pretty easy, it's pretty simple. Now, if your balance is off, you can use what we call an empty stance instead, which is where you have as little weight as possible on one foot, but it's still touching the floor. So if balance is an issue, it's okay to keep that foot on the floor. You don't have to keep it in the air, but you do the best you can. Some days are better than others. The other stance that you're going to be working on is called the forward stance, and that's where you have one foot in front of the other. So again, I'm just going to use Piper as an example. If you want to come this way, right? So when she sets her stance, her feet are about hip or shoulder width apart. So you want to have your feet hip or shoulder width apart, and then you've got one foot behind the other. So if she drops her, in this case, her right foot back, you want to make sure that both feet are flat on the ground, okay, that your weight is even and that your back is straight. So you should feel like you're sitting into the posture or that you're in a chair rather than, again, sometimes people will lean forward and then that heel comes up off the ground. You want to avoid that. You want to feel like you're sitting upright in the chair and that you should feel stable. So again, it's really important. Oh, if you mind standing for a sec, Piper, and turn and face the camera. You want to have your feet apart. Yes, that's key. And then one foot back. Right, right. So that's what's going to give you your stability in your forward stance. Okay. Now, try it if you haven't already. If you're not doing it already, try it. So just drop your right foot back into your forward stance. Now, the next exercise I want you to do is to find your maximum range of motion in each direction. Okay. So what I want you to do is you are going to be shifting forward and back. Now, in the beginning, right, when you shift forward, that back heel is going to come, just keep the feet where they are, right? You're going to shift forward and that heel is going to come up off the ground. That's okay. And then when you shift back, the toes are going to come up off the ground. So that's okay. Let yourself shift back and forth just to feel that. Okay. Now, see if you can shift back and forth without the feet coming off the ground. And yeah, you might have to come in a little tighter or closer, but you want to find your range of motion shifting back and forth where the feet don't come off the ground. That's very good, Piper. All right, so switch the feet, please. All right, so again, you notice, again, feet apart, flat, back straight. Okay, so you just run down that checklist. So now what she's going to do is she's going to try and find her range of motion. So she's going to shift all the way back so that her right toes come off the ground. And then she's going to shift forward until her left heel comes up off the floor. Right. And then she's just going to go back and forth, just feeling that. Right? And then what she's going to do is she's going to plant into the floor and then just see how far she can shift back and forth with the feet flat. Because again, that's what you want to find. You want to find that range of motion with the feet. And again, adjust if you have to. All right, that's very good. All right. And that's, again, a basic kind of exercise that you want to do because these are the fundamental positions that we're going to use in this form. All right, good. And relax and stand. All right, nicely done, nicely done. All right, so the other thing I want to go over are hand positions. All right, hand positions with this. And there are really only two hand positions that you're going to see in this form. The first one is an open palm. So it's just, it's like giving someone a high five. The fingers are relaxed. Okay, it's not tense or tight. You can pull the wrist back, but you don't have to pull it back in a hard way, just to your comfort level. And again, it's kind of like just a relaxed hand position. The second hand position is the spear hand palm, which is a little bit more solid. So what you want to try to do is you're trying to bring the tips of the sides of your fingers together, and your thumb tucked in. There are variations on this theme, but basically it's like a karate chop, you know, that karate chop hand position where there's tension in the hands, where your fingers are tightened together and you've got some tension in the forearms too, okay? So that's the second hand position. So there's the open palm position and then the tight position, which I call this, which we call the spear hand position. It's like a, well, it's like a spear shooting out, okay, with the tension in it. So that's what you're gonna be doing. Now, going over some arm motions and movements, let's go over these just a sec to see what your range of motion is. So what we're going to be doing is, again, we'll just start off with our hands in the cross here, right? We're just going to circle the arms up and out. Now again, if you have shoulder issues and problems, you may not have this range of motion. That's okay. But that's what I want you to find out. Okay, so if your shoulders are tight, you maybe can't go as high, that's okay. Or maybe your shoulders don't go as far. That's also okay. What you want to do though is just find that range of motion. So let's do 5 of these circles. 1, just coming up, out, and back down. Now ideally, if you can engage your chest and back as well, that's good. Okay, so yeah, why don't you turn this way here, and then I'll be right here. So now, as I bring my arms up, okay, I'm tightening my chest muscles. Now as I open them, I'm opening my chest and tightening the back muscles in here, right? And then as I come back down, or as she comes back down, we tighten the chest muscles in the front and stretch out the back, okay? So let's just do that 3 more times. 1, and then down, 2, and again, you're just doing the best you can and finding what your range of motion is. And 1 more, 3, and then bringing it down. Awesome. And then the other one is really just the opposite direction. So now you want to drop the hands and bring them out to the side and then up, tightening the back. That's right. And then bring them down the middle, tightening the chest. Good, good, good. Again, just bring them up, just check that range of motion. And bring them back down. That's it, that's it. All right, good. So let's do 3 of these. Ready? 1, coming up, over the head, and down, tightening the chest. Good, good. 2, right, right. And if you can hear Piper, she's breathing too. In and out, right, right. 3, inhale, and down 1 more. Exhale, that's it. Good, and relax. All right, so that's one set of movements with the arms. The other one, I guess, yeah, it's okay for you to be that way as well. You're just gonna be extending the arms. So I'm gonna turn and face the side here. And so that's where the spear hand is, okay? So what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be pulling this arm back and forth. So if you start with, let's say, start with one arm. It doesn't matter, whichever one you want, and just extend it out to the front. What we're doing is we're pulling it back, and you've got that spear hand position, and then extending it out. But I don't want you to hyperextend. I don't want you to lock out that arm, okay? I want you to keep it slightly bent. So we're just pulling it back and bringing it back out. Right. Bring it in and back out. Good. And just one more time. In and back out. Just, again, checking your arms. And then again, now we got 2 of them, so you want to check the other side as well. So same thing with the other side. You're just bringing it back and then extending, but not hyperextending. Keep it slightly bent. It's like you're going to shake someone's hand. Let's do that again. Pull it back and back out. And again, let's just do 3 of those. 1, and extend, keeping the fingers tight. 2, and extend. And then just 1 more. 3, and extend. Very good. And relax. All right, so now let me go through the footwork involved in this. Okay, so actually what I'll do is I'll turn around too so that it'd be like you following both Piper and I, so you can follow our feet. All right, so I'm going to turn around this way here. And so I'm going to start with our feet together. And it doesn't really matter which side you step with, but we'll go to the right first. So all that we're going to do is we're going to pick up our right leg, balancing. So you can go empty if you want to, or you can lift it up, work in your balance. Then we're going to step out into that forward stance. Now this is where, again, you want to find out how far apart your feet need to be so that when I land, that left heel stays flat. So I don't want to step too far out where I'm coming out here, but you can always be close. So again, if you're being cautious, you keep the feet close. But if you want to work it, you can step out into it into a deeper stance if you want to, but that's up to you. Then the next movement is that shifting back and forth, but with the feet on the floor. So that's where we did that before, so that you know how far back you can shift back and forward. Now we're going to bring the left foot in. So now again, you can bring it in empty, like keeping the toe on the floor, or you can work the balance where you're balancing. And again, it's up to you. And now we're going to step out and turn and just drop down a little to the left. If you want to be accurate, 45 degrees is perfect, okay? If you want to be that, that rigid, but just a little bit to the left. And then same thing on this side, make sure that right heel's flat, shift back, and then back to the middle. So again, I'm not leaning so far that my heel comes up, just coming right back. And then we're just going to do that stepping pattern 2 more times. So again, you can come in with the right foot empty if you want to, or balancing. And then step to the right, just putting it down. But again, making sure you're not overstepping, you're keeping your center, back straight, all that stuff. And then we'll do that once more with the left. Bringing the left foot in, and again, you can balance if you want to, or keep it empty and land. All right, very good. And stand and relax. So that's what the lower body is doing. Now we're going to put the hands into it as well. Okay, so now we're going to add the hand work into it. So turn and face this direction here. So now we're going to circle. Remember those circles that we did a minute ago? We're going to do that one hand at a time. So the right hand is going to circle up and out. It's going to come down, and now it's like I've attached a string to my wrist and my knee. So I'm going to take the weight off of my right foot as I raise my right hand up. And again, you can go balance if you want to. Then step out, planting, and just push with that right hand. And again, nothing's locked out. You're just extending that hand in that open palm position. Now you're going to change that hand to the spear palm, fingers tight. You're going to, as you shift back, you're going to pull that arm back. And as you shift to the middle, you're going to extend that right hand out. Again, not locking it out. Now keep it there. That's going to work your shoulders. Bring your left arm up. And now you're going to drop it, bringing the left foot in. And again, you can bring it in balanced or empty. And then we're going to step out to the left and push with the left hand, making sure, again, that right foot's flat and you're pushing with that left hand. And then change that open palm with the left hand to the spear hand, fingers tight. Shift back, pulling the hand back, just like we did when we were practicing, and then shift back to the middle, extending out the left. Now we're going to release the right hand, so just open it into that open palm. As the right foot comes in, we're going to bring that right hand across the shoulder. Now this is that circle downward that we did before with both hands. So you're bringing it across the shoulder, and now as that right foot steps out and down, you're going to let that circle continue down as you brush towards your right knee, brushing with that open hand. And then we'll do that with the left. Release the left hand from the spear, bring the left foot in, and again, you're bringing that left arm across towards the right shoulder, and then you're going to step out with the left foot, swing that left hand down. All right, very good. And stand and relax. All right, so that's the 6-step short form, or that's the form, Tang Bom, in its entirety. It's a very short form. It's a lot shorter than the 24 posture Yang style set that I do teach. But I think that that's a digestible form, especially for this first class or for this first lesson. So what I'd like to do is kind of go through it with you and have Piper as a guide and just go over it and practice it with the breathing. So what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves up to go once this way, and then we're going to stop and turn and move towards you. And it's up to you. You can sit and watch, or you can do it with us. So again, if I move up a little bit and we move up this way here, perfect. We're going to turn, and so we're going to work our way this way, okay? Starting with, oh, you know what? Let's go to the left, right? Piper's got some space on the left. So this illustrates a good point, is if you forget which side to go to, it doesn't matter, because as long as you do both sides, you got it covered. You got yourself covered. So we'll start with the left hand, circling up. Now, if you can, breathe in as you take the weight off of that left foot. And then as you step and push, breathe out. Then as you shift back with the spear hand, breathe in. But again, keep the feet flat. And then as you come back to the middle, extend the left hand, breathing out. And now we're going to circle the right hand up. Keep that left hand there. Circle the right hand up. And again, like I said, it's like you're catching your right leg. So you can bring that right leg in, breathing in, keeping it empty if you want to. And then you're going to step to the right and push with the right, breathing out, keeping that left hand up. And then we're going to shift back, changing that right hand to a spear hand, breathing in. And then you're going to extend the right hand out, breathing out. Good. Then we're going to brush the left knee. So the left hand opens, relaxing it. Bring it across to the right shoulder as the left leg comes in, breathing in. And then as you step out, swing it down, breathing out. And then the same thing with the right. Release the right fingers. Bring the right foot in, breathing in, and then step to the right, swinging the right hand down, breathing out the whole time, making sure those feet stay flat on the floor. Good. And just stand and relax. And so like I said earlier, we're going to work our way towards you now, okay? Now, what we'll do is we'll just do the opposite, so that if you are facing the television and you want to work with, or the computer or whatever you're watching this on, and you want to do it with me, I'll just mirror you, okay? So we're going to take, let's do the right side, but we're doing the left. All right, so we're going to circle the right hand up, right? Breathing in. So Piper will be my breather. Pick up your right leg, and then step out and push with that right hand, breathing out. Right, right. Then you're going to shift back. Again, keeping those feet on the floor, and then extend that spear hand out, breathing out. You got it. And then your left hand's going to come up. That's it, that's it. You're going to bring that left leg in. And again, if you can balance, great. If not, it's okay. And then push to your left as you step to the left, breathing out. And then we'll do that spear hand thing again, shifting back and extending the left hand out, breathing out. Now let's go back to the right. We're going to open up that right hand, let it go loose. Then bring the right foot in, breathing in, and then step out and down to the right, breathing out. Good. And we'll do one more. This will be our 6th movement. The left foot comes in, the left hand comes across, and then that left foot steps out, and that left hand drops. Very good. Nicely done. And stand and relax. All right, shake it out a little bit. And again, if you got to hydrate yourself, grab a drink of water. Hydration is super important, okay? Even as you're exercising, even if you're not sweating, which you might not be at all, you're breathing. And when you breathe and when you breathe out, you're breathing out water as well. So it's always good to keep yourself hydrated, even if you're doing a minimal physical activity. Stay hydrated. One of the signs of dehydration is that you might start to lose a little bit of focus and attention. So that's a good sign. So then, don't wait until you're actually feeling dehydrated to drink water. Okay, that's super important. All right, so now, you can turn with this motion and movement too. And so, again, let's try that. Okay, let's try that. So we'll start again. I'll be facing away from you. Yeah, we'll do it together. So we'll start to the right this time. Okay, we're going to circle the right hand up. First movement, breathing in. Step and push, breathing out. Then shifting back, breathing in. Spear hand, breathing out. Then circling your left arm up, bringing the left leg in, breathing in, and step and push to the left, breathing out. Then shifting back, breathing in, and extending the left arm out, breathing out. Then we're going to bring the right foot in, balancing, breathing in, and then coming down with the right, breathing out. And then bringing the left foot in, breathing in and down, breathing out. And yes, it's okay to be off balance. That's okay. So now what we can do is if you run out of space, you can turn. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring it's my left foot, okay, but you could also do this with the right. So you could circle your left arm up or your right, either one, bring it in. And now we're actually going to physically turn. So if you have to kind of shuffle a little bit, you can do that. Or if your balance is feeling really good, you can pivot. It's entirely up to you. And then step out, breathing out. Now again, if you're trying to follow me, let's just say this is your right hand now. Okay, so you did that with the right hand instead of the left. So you've got your right hand in front, and so now you're shifting back, second movement, and extend. So now you got the left arm coming up, breathing in as you bring in the left foot, and out as you push to the left. And then shifting back, breathing in and extending, breathing out. Good, good, good. And then we'll do that again with the right hand coming across, breathing in, and the right hand coming down, breathing out. And then with the left hand, one more time. Inhale, 6 step, and down, exhale. And again, if you wanted to turn, let's say I wanted to turn with in this case, my right, you'd circle it. You can bring it into balance maybe, or if your balance is a little off, you just pivot in whichever direction you need to. Say your sink's over there, you got to get out of the way. Then you can just turn and go into the movement and the form in another direction. Okay, so if you don't have a lot of space, but you want to keep moving with this form, you can just turn in whatever direction you want to by stepping behind or by working the balance and by stepping and pushing. So you can continuously move through this form. So even though it's only 6 steps long, you can practice it for as long or as short as you want to. And again, you can make it physically hard by lowering yourself lower, as long as those feet stay flat, shifting lower, or if you're just really trying to get a hold of this movement and form, especially in the beginning, just make it as easy as you can physically. Because again, you're going to be thinking left, right, back, forth, breathing in, breathing out. All right, good. All right, being aware of it. So what we're going to do for this last few minutes is just stretch out our backs. We're going to be bending forward, sideways, a little twisting, and back bends. Now you're very much aware of your bodies, I hope. Okay, and any issues that you may have, disc issues, lower back injuries, things like that. So if you can't bend forward, or if your physician has told you not to bend sideways or backwards, don't start now. Listen to your doctor and listen to your body. So when we stretch, when I stretch now with Piper, you might see us going really low, touching the floor. Only do that if you feel comfortable, okay? If your back tells you to stop right here, don't try to grunt out another inch or two. Just stop there and just let your body relax, okay? So let's get started. We're gonna go through these 3 sets of movements. The first set of movements, it's all gonna be basically up and down, okay? So we're gonna start with our hands by the shoulders, and it's basically that balancing routine that we did earlier. You're gonna come up on the balls of the feet and raise the arms up, inhale, and then bring them down, exhale. And again, the secret to this is keeping that core tight. So again, coming up, inhale, that's it, steady, and down, exhale. Now again, if your balance is off, bring your feet further apart. It makes it a little bit easier. Come up again, inhale, and bring it back down, easy, exhale. All right, very good. So now we're gonna basically do the opposite. All right, we're gonna be bending forward. So we're gonna scoop down to the hands, inhale. Now I want you to start with your head and your neck, and then work your way down your back and spine as you exhale. Now, you can do a slight bend in the knees as well. Don't lock out the legs, that's okay. And then we're gonna work our way back up the back as you breathe in. The neck and the head come up last. And then we're gonna roll down again, nice and easy, breathing out. Good. And then we're gonna do that one more time, coming up, breathing in, and rolling down the neck and the back, breathing out. Good, good, good. So now, what I want you to do is to straighten your spine, because it's been a little curved now. So I want you to straighten your spine so that it's nice and straight. Let your knees bend a little bit more so that those heels are nice and flat. You're gonna bring your hands above the knees, and you're gonna fold forward like you're trying to get your chest to your kneecaps to feel a light stretch at the base of the spine, and then take the pressure off by unfolding. Let's do that 2 more times. Folding forward, easy on that stretch, and then take the pressure off. And then one more time with a straight spine. Fold in to feel that stretch, and then take the pressure off. Good, good. Now this next one is for your knees and ankles and for that flexibility and your leg strength. Keep those heels on the floor. You're gonna bend at the knees like you're sitting, okay, but only go as low. So if this starts to happen, stop. Okay, so only go as low as you feel comfortable, and then come back up, right? And again, we're gonna come down nice and easy, and then come back up, nice and easy. Again, keep those heels flat. We'll come down one more time for the third one, and then nice and easy coming back up. Okay, and again, you don't have to go that low. You can go as low as you feel comfortable. And then we're just gonna circle the knees and ankles 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and other direction. 1, 2, nice, and 3. Very good. So now we're just gonna straighten up, legs first, then work your way up the back and spine, finishing with your neck and your head. Once you're back upright, just give those shoulders a couple of rolls back. 1, 2. And a couple of rolls forward, 1, 2, and again, check that neck as well. Give it a little twist. All right, so that's our forward bends. Then this next part, we're gonna be going sideways. We're gonna be going sideways. So again, we're gonna have our feet apart, straddle stance. So we're gonna start, actually, you know what? If you wouldn't mind, you can turn face this way. Yeah. That way, again, you get 2 different views. Okay, and again, I'm gonna be reversing it, but you can stay with the sides. Right hand low, left hand up over your head. So we're going to lean straight to your right and just hold it for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now bring up your right hand, straighten the back. Now we're going to go into that clock motion and movement where we're going to circle down and across from left to right, coming back up. Now bring that left hand down and lean straight to your left, holding for 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring that left hand up, straighten the back, and now we'll circle the other way, right to left. Nice and easy. Then we'll bring our right hand down. We're just going to do this again. Second time to the right, holding, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll bring that right hand up and straighten the back. And again, if that back's still tight, it's okay. Just go with the shoulders. That's all right. And then we'll bring the left hand down. You got it. And lean in, 3, 2, 1. And bring that left hand up. Let's do that one more time to the right. So again, circling, nice and easy. We're going to bring that right hand down the side for the last one, leaning straight. And again, stop where your body tells you to. It might just be here. 3, 2, 1. And then bring it up. And we'll go once more to the left. Again, letting yourself circle, nice and easy. It's good. Bring that left hand down. And again, lean in straight. That's it. And hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring that left hand up and straighten the backs. Just relax those hands, just like commencing. Let them fall and relax. All right, good. Shake out the legs a little bit. You might need to do that. Okay, that's okay. All right, so now the last set of movements, we're going to do, again, we're going to do it 3 times in a row, in sequence. So again, by the 3rd time, hopefully you'll be a pro at it, but also hopefully you'll have a good sense of how your body and bones feel. So with this one, we're going to be twisting to the sides, and we're going to be leaning backwards. So again, be careful, listen to your body. If you can't do these movements, don't start now, okay? So we're going to bring our feet apart, straddle stance. Let your weight be even on the feet, knees slightly bent. You're going to take your left hand, bring it behind you in the small of your back, and then take your right hand and bring it across to your left shoulder. Now we're going to lock in the hips just like we did in the warm-up and twist to your left, but only as much as you can keep those hips straight, okay? If they start to twist and move on you, you want to rein them back in, okay? So from here, we're just going to hold it easy, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Now again, don't push, don't strain with these movements. If your body stops here, stop there. Don't try and push it hard. Now we're going to take your other hand, your left hand across, and your right hand behind you. Now we're going to twist to your right, keeping that lower body locked in place, and hold it for 3, 2, 1, and come back. Right, so isolating upper and lower half. Now we're going to bring the feet in together, and what we're going to do is we're going to just massage the lower back and spine. So you can go towards the tailbone or towards the mid-back. You can use the pads of your fingers, or you can use your thumbs or even your knuckles if you wanted to, and you're just trying to find any tight spots or tension in the lower back, in the fascia, in the tissue in the back and lower back spine, and just rub it out. Now keep those hands there, because now with the feet closer together, we're going to take our time and lean slowly back for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then back up easy. 3, 2, and 1. And then the last extra movement in this set, feet are apart, knees bent again, doing the same thing. Slowly leaning back, 3, 2, 1, then straighten the legs and come back up, 3, 2, and 1. And so I'm just going to go through that with you just 2 more times to go through it. So again, knees slightly bent, left hand behind you, right hand across, lock in the hips and twist to your left, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Then switch and twist to your right, locking in the hips, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Bringing the feet in together, massaging the lower back and spine. Then keeping the hands there, slowly leaning back to your comfort level. Maybe you can go a little more, or maybe just go easy. 3, 2, 1, and back up. 3, 2, 1. And then with the feet apart, let the knees bend. And again, if you can, 3, 2, 1, stopping wherever you feel it. Straighten the legs first, and then the back. 3, 2, and 1. And let's go through that one more time together. Knees bent, left hand behind, right hand across, twisting to your left. 3, nice job. 2, 1, and relax. Almost there. Switch out those hands and go to the right. 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Good, good, good. Bringing the feet closer in together, massaging the back. Everyone can do this one. And again, you don't have to wait. You can just do this anytime. And then keep those hands there and slowly lean back. 3, 2, 1, and back up. 3, 2, 1. And maybe it's just your neck. That's okay. Bring those feet apart. Let that knee bend slightly, and then just lean back. 3, 2, 1. And straighten the legs and come back up. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, so we'll let those knees bend. I'm going to finish with the swaying tree again. We finished the warm-up with this. I want to finish your routine and exercise routine with this as well. So just like before, we're swinging back and forth. My hope, though, is after this 45 minutes, hour routine, things are looser. At the very least, at least you can have a good sense of how your body feels today, right now, in this moment. So if things are still stiff, or if you've got things in the back, it allows you to be cautious and careful with your routine for this day. All right, so be careful. On the flip side though, if things feel better, like, oh, my knee was a little stiff and now it's feeling all right, and my shoulder, try to make note of what you did and see, and see what exercise routine, what movement helped you, and then repeat it. And that's the learning. That's the learning process. So again, this is a journey of learning about your body and how it feels and about moving. I want to thank you for coming out and trying this out, and I'll see you again in the future, I hope. All right, thank you very much. And thank you to Piper.